Hey guys, welcome to Galaxy Sparkles, where I turn imagination into reality. Thank you for tuning in and giving me a few minutes of your time. Leave a comment below and let me know how my craftsmanship has came along. Also like and share this video. And if you'd like to watch my progression as a one-stop shop, subscribe and let us take the journey together. Galaxy Sparkles.
Good morning, guys. It is Tuesday, January 17th, 2025. And it is currently cold AF outside. It is 20 degrees outside, feeling like whatever it feels like, but it is cold AF, guys. So I'm definitely stuck inside for a while. I haven't been out of the house since at least Thursday, and today's Tuesday. And I know I'm going to plan on being in the house for the rest of the dang week because it's going to be just as cold. So I'm just going to be hanging out for a while. I don't know what got a hold of me. I got some kind of going on. I got it so bad it snatched me out my damn sleep at 12 o'clock last night. I was in the middle of a nice episode. Some of that astral projection style episode, guys. I got to so hard, it snatched me right out my damn sleep. Stayed up till 4 o'clock, from 12 o'clock till 4 o'clock this morning. And I'm still out here this morning doing what I do. I enjoy this stuff. Turning imagination into reality. That's what we do around here at Galaxy Sparkles, guys. So let's get started. Today we're going to make a ring called the Red Eye. The Red Eye is a lot like the Red Ass. Catch you a case of red ass, things can get a little hectic. So, guys, today we're going to make a little red eye ring. We're going to enjoy the process, have fun. I ain't got no red eye. I don't have a case of the red eye. Although I have a case of the red eye, if that makes any damn sense. That's just what we're going to call it. I like it. I like a little red eye. Sometimes a little red ass is necessary. But today we're going to make a little red eye ring, guys. And what I'm going to plan on doing is I got it all in my imagination, guys. I'm not going to explain it to you. You're just going to have to hang out and you're going to have to enjoy it. And please like, comment, subscribe. If I make you laugh, if I make you smile, if I entertain you whatsoever, like, comment, and subscribe. And at the end of the videos, I always leave a very special gift for everybody, man. I send it out throughout the universe. So stay tuned, stay to the end, and let's enjoy the process. Here we go, guys. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, we are in the middle of the process of fitting to draw some wire. We're going to make some pretty small wire. I don't know exactly which gauge it is. I don't really have no idea what gauge it is, but we are milling it down to a small size so we're able to get it through the hole. And I take it to the 7th or 8th hole. The 8th hole starts getting real hard to draw this stuff, and it's a dang exercise. You know, just drawing the 8th hole from the largest on this drawing plate. Man, that'd give you the red eye trying to draw the 8th hole. It'd give you the red eye and where you at the same time. Speaking of red eye, what caused me to get a little red eye last night is when I got snatched up out of my sleep by that. So I so hard, got snatched up out of my sleep. I was out exploring the universe, guys. Astral projection style, exploring the universe, having a good ass time. And gosh damn it, getting snatched up out of your sleep in the middle of that is not no fun. Anyway, we're going to move on to another subject, but today's subject is the red eye, and that's the ring we're making. We're going to mill this on down just a little bit, guys. We're going to mill it down so that we can get it through that biggest hole on there. I don't have far to go, but I have a little ways to go, so I'm able to start drawing this stuff. So y'all hang tight. Let me get this milled down, and we may draw this thing a little bit together. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, we got it to where we can get it to that biggest hole right there on this drawing plate, and we're just going to start drawing us a little bit of wire there. We're going to move on to the second hole. That's fairly easy, so we're going to move to the second hole, draw it. We'll go and nail it and try to get to the 7th hole as quick as possible. We're moving on to the 3rd hole from there, guys. Here we go. We're moving right along. Times is moving good, guys. Kind of like time. You look backwards, time just is gone. Time flies when you look backwards. I know sometimes in the moment, time seems like it just won't pass, but looking backwards, guys, the time, it just flies. All right, now we're getting some action. We're getting some draw action now on the 4th hole, guys. Getting a little resistance. We're probably going to have to go and nail it before I move to the 5th hole. And get one more draw on this 4th hole. All right, guys, let's go at the bench. We're going to nail this, and I'll see y'all right back. We'll try to get to the, we're on 4th. We'll try to get through the 6th hole and probably have to nail it again. So y'all hang tight, and I'll see y'all in just a minute. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, we got it through the 5th hole fairly easy. We're going to move on to this 6th hole, and it's not coming through very easy yet. So this is first pull on the 6th hole. Y'all ready? Let's do this thing. See what we can't. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Some nice resistance there, guys, but we got through it. Pull it again. Oh, yeah. We're going to have to definitely go and nail it again before we get to that 7th hole. I'm going to get to that 7th hole. We're probably going to call it good because my strength is a little down today, which is definitely expected with a little going on. All right, guys. Y'all hang tight, and I'll see y'all when we get to another level. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, this is what I've came up with this far. I could only get that drawed through the 6th hole today. I wasn't going to put any extra effort in it to get to that 7th hole. It was pretty tough, and I just surrendered for today because I just don't have the strength to continue on. I need to save that strength and try to endure through this project for you guys and for myself at that. You know, I'm having a good time doing this stuff. But today, what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and get this in the vise. I've got it almost perfectly in half there. I'm going to stick this end in the vise. We're going to twist it up. I'm going to use part of the twist as the bezel for the red eye. And then I'm going to have kind of something similar like I had yesterday that I made in the evening that was not on regular film, regular video. I'm going to have the outside edges instead of the twist on the outside edges. I'm actually going to have the flat on the outside edges. And we're going to stick our flat red eye on top, guys. That is the idea. That's the imagination I came up with earlier. And we're going to turn imagination into reality. So you guys hang tight. We're going to head on out to the bench, get this twisted up. Head out to the garage and get this twisted up. And continue the process. So you guys hang tight. Thank y'all for tuning in, staying this long, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And remember, always stay to the end because I always leave a very special gift casted throughout the universe for all to catch. And if they catch it, they're probably going to knock them on the tail end because it's so full of it. It's so full, guys. But anyway, y'all hang tight. I'm going to get out in the garage and get this twisted up, and we'll see y'all in a minute. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, I have began the bezel. I've got it wrapped around my mandrel, got it pretty close to the size of the stone itself, and we're going to cut it, continue forming it, and see what we don't come up with. So here we go. Let's saw this thing up together, boys. I'm definitely learning how to saw, that's for sure. Not putting much pressure on it, not breaking many blades as I have in the past. You know, just every day on the bench, a little bit at a time, you just get better and better. I know a lot about it a lot, but I'm only a master of basically plumbing these days, but I'm going to become a master jeweler. It just takes time, guys, to become a master of anything, but there's so much I have knowledge on, and I just take bits and pieces of a little bit here and there, and I have enough common sense to kind of put things together and kind of see what goes in place, and then you learn certain truths about certain things you learn about, and then you just kind of cast that puzzle piece away and just continue building on your big picture, you know, kind of like just everything that I'm into, guys. That's how I've done my whole life, and I just have a very good sense of common sense. And anyway, here's our bezel piece. I don't want to showcase the stone itself until the end, so guys, I'm going to get this thing mounted up and get it nice and uniform, and y'all hang tight. All right, guys, I got my band all squared up and annealed, and we're going to kind of start putting this thing together and see what it doesn't start looking like here. Oh, man, it looks like there's going to be a few gaps here and there because of the twist, but I think we can make it up overall. It's pretty. I may put some pliers on it and squeeze the gap just a little bit, but as long as all them whatever the swirls are touching on each one of them, there's nothing I'll be able to do about the gaps in between. So we're going to put this thing up here on the soldering block and start getting it uniform and ready for solder. So here we go, guys. You know what I really liked about and enjoyed about being in business for myself was getting to actually deal with customers. I loved all my customers. I had so many repeat customers because I would sit and just chit chat with them and just be what's the word? I don't even know what the word I'm looking for, guys. I was always conversating with them. I was being personable with them, and I enjoyed the personable. I love just to sit and chit chat with people and just learn about people's lives. That's what I really enjoyed about my job. I also enjoyed my job. My job was never really work, although there were days that we did have tough times. It was very enjoyable. I loved my job. And it was very unfortunate under the circumstances that went down that I had to close my business. It was unfortunate. It was unpreparedness. You know, sometimes you just can't help certain situations and you just have to move on. But I am so thankful that I found this jewelry because I really enjoy this, and I hope someday that we'll all be able to sit around and shoot the shoot and enjoy each other's company and maybe learn something from one another, because I have a very huge imagination, and I've been into so many different things over the periods of time, and some of them I have some very strong views, some very strong theories about certain things in life, universal, just cosmic stuff, my guys. And anyway, I'd like to maybe share that with y'all one of these days, and a little at a time, each day, give you stories, and maybe you can tell me some of your stuff, and maybe we can have a conversation, because I am very knowledgeable in a lot of subjects. But like I said, I am only a master of one, and that is plumbing, and I'm working on mastering this craft as well, guys. And so maybe at the end of my lifetime, I'll be a master of a couple of things, and I'll have a lot of knowledge on a lot of other subjects. And I can hold a very good conversation. I'm very intelligent. I'm not smart by any means, but I am intelligent, and I have a lot of common sense, and I can hold a very good conversation. So maybe one of these days we can sit around, chit-chat, and shoot a shot to each other. So anyway, guys, let me get off here and get this thing soldered up, quit chit-chatting. This is what I was good at. I was always very good at talking and working at the same time and keeping my customers invested. So here we go, guys. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, let's solder this little end up together, and we'll take it out to the vise and smash it all together real nice and uniform. This very tip right here where I got the two solder balls is pretty nice and uniform and should solder up real nice right there. So here we go. It's starting to heat up pretty good and start changing colors, so it should get ready to do its magic here anytime. Here it goes. All right, guys, I'm going to quench it, pickle it, and I'll see y'all maybe out in the garage in a second. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, I got this thing out of the pickle, and we are going, speaking of pickle, whenever I was young and used to play baseball, I got in a pickle from third base to home plate, and I actually got out of it. That's funny. What memories. How memories just pop into your head just because certain things. It's so amazing, guys. I love life, guys. Life to me is freaking a journey. It's just I couldn't even begin to tell you what life for me is about. It's more like a video game to me, guys. You're unlocking certain levels, and it's freaking amazing. I love life so much, and I think I'm very thankful for each and every one of y'all that stick around and listen to me chit chat. Because I do miss that, and I'd love to chit chat with you guys and learn about you all. So All right, guys, we got that nice and squared up right there, and everything's nice and touching now that we took the vise and squished it all together. So we're going to go in here, we're going to solder this up. We're going to probably pickle it again, and we're going to bring it out here to the mill. The reason I like to pickle it before I put it in my equipment so that none of that nasty soot gets all over my equipment. I like to keep my stuff nice and shined. I take Brillo pad, and I wipe off all my equipment from time to time. I keep my stuff in tip-top condition. I always have, always will. I believe if you're going to make a living with your tools, you need to keep them up to date, ready to rock and roll. Keep them oiled, fresh, clean, and ready to rock and roll at any time, especially when you're during slow times. But anyway, guys, that's enough chit-chat. I'm going to pickle it. I'm going to bring it back out to the mill. We're going to flatten it, make it nice and some kind of cool design. Speaking of cool designs, in the future, I'm going to get some texture, some sort of texture for these flat pieces. And it's going to, man, guys, I have so many ideas. I just don't have the craftsmanship from my mind to my hands yet. I haven't got my hands trained for what goes through my mind that I'm able to put down. Does that make any sense? So, all right, guys, I'm going to get back here in the bench. We're going to get this soldered up, and I'll see y'all in a little bit. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, we got it all nice and soldered up there. We're going to let it sit pretty for just a minute and let it adhere to each other and make sure nothing comes loose. So it's probably ready to get quenched and pickled, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. Y'all hang tight. All right, guys, I got my piece on the inside that's going to actually hold the stone itself. I used to rebuild dirt bikes, and back when I used to ride dirt bikes, I used to rebuild the engines on them, and they made like a C-clip type thing, and that's kind of like how I made the bottom of the bezel to help hold the stone in. I just made it like a C-clamp so it doesn't have to be perfectly perfect. It's in there nice and tight. I mean, it's not even, I would probably even have to solder it, but we're just going to solder it just because that's standard. And maybe in the future, on this particular thing, we probably should put some, what are them, prongs on it? I'm not sure. I'm not very good at that stuff yet. Maybe this would be a good time to do our first pronged ring, which I really don't like prong. I like it nice and flush. Remember the old trucks back in the day when the door handles were nice and flush? There wasn't no door handles, wasn't no keyholes. Everything was nice and flush and pretty. That's kind of like how I like to do my jewelry. I don't really like no prongs on my stuff, so to speak, but maybe this will be a good one to just put some prongs on it just for practice, but we'll see, guys. I'm a flush, uniform type person, guys. I like it nice, clean, and sweet. So, all right, here we go. Y'all hang tight. See what happens. All right, guys, I just got the band itself out of the pickle. I'm going to run it through the mill a couple of times and add some character to the twist. So, here we go. Let's add some character to this bad boy. What's life without character? Not very damn much, in my opinion. Without character, you don't have too much. And guys, I have a lot of character. There's a lot of character in me, guys. Galaxy Sparkles, we carry some character, boys. You may not like it. You may love it. Either way, oh shoot, that just came apart, boys. Let's add a little more character to it while we're at it, though. Must not have soldered up on that end. We're going to have to get in there and solder that back up here in just a moment, guys. Be a little gentle right here. Go some quarter turns, add just some nice character right here, and that's looking pretty spicy, pretty nice right there. I think I'm going to stop maybe right there, guys. Let's go a quarter more turn. Yeah, I like that. That looks real nice. I am going to put this in the vise, squeeze it back together, make it uniform. Flatten it back out together. Man, I don't know how that came apart. Let me get some more uniform on it right here. Boy, this vise has really came in handy right here. I was so thankful to get this vise. It's made my job so much easier. Without the right tools, I mean, jobs can get done, but without the right tools, it just makes things so much harder and more difficult. It's just nice to have proper tools, and I'm sure I don't have all the proper tools, and there's probably much better tools than what I have, but this is what I got for the time being. I'll live and learn, and I'll definitely get better in time. We'll definitely get better in time. But for now, everything I got seems to work real well. One of my good buddies, my only good buddy, bought me a sander. And, you know, first thing, he don't buy many gifts for many people, guys. And he's a lot like me. We don't have a lot of friends. But gosh dang it, the few we do have are very, you know, real friends, guys. And quality, not quantity. For Galaxy Sparkles, it's also about quality, not quantity. So, all right, guys, let's get in here and resolder this bad boy up and see what happens. I don't know what happened other than it came apart. So here we go. Let's see what happens. All right, guys, that's not too bad. It's a little crooked right there. We'll take that out to the sander and square it up here in just a little bit. We're going to get our overall length, and we'll take our overall length from the long side, and we'll actually make us a line this time to maybe try to get better at sawing. But that's not too bad for dead eyeing it right there, giving it the good eye. That's not too shabby. It's not perfectly square, but it's not too far out of shape for giving it the good eye. All right, guys, we're going to measure this 65 from the long end and get it cut and wrapped around the mandrel. Here we go. Like I said, we're going to take this off the long end. That way we got a little bit of leeway there. And there it is. Looks like we're going to take the line on this. When I say take the line, that means we're going to take the line. The line will be in the trash, so it's going to just be right down the center right there. And here we go. Y'all hang tight. Let's cut this up. All right, guys, we got it. We had to go out to the vise again and get it a little more closer together. It was just a little bit too big of a gap, and I didn't want to seam. I'm going to try to make this seamless. I'm trying to really improve on my craftsmanship, guys. So it's definitely all oblonged and elongated at the moment. But as soon as we get it soldered up, we'll get it wrapped around the mandrel and circled around and get our bezel installed and stick our stone in it. So here we go. Let's solder this thing up together. I had to refill my torch again. So I'm down to 1 jug of fuel. I'm definitely going to have to get to the store sometime this week in the next probably 2 days and pick up some more fuel, or we're not going to be making jewelry around here. And guys, forget that. We got to be making some jewelry, so I'll have to get out into the cold here for too long. I hate to get out and spread this little what I got, but I got to have some fuel, guys. And it's been since Friday. Today's Tuesday, so it's been quite a few days, and hopefully I'm getting over this stuff. And I don't know what it is, but it sure has snatched a hold of me real well. That's for sure. All right, guys, the ring's starting to kind of start changing colors. It's about ready to start taking some solder here in a few more seconds. It's starting to change that color to where it's about ready to take solder. That's the cool thing about copper, is I understand its color. As far as gold and silver and stuff like that goes, I'm not sure how that's going to work. But right now we're on copper and ain't going to worry about it. We understand its color and all that good stuff. We understand how to manipulate it and how to solder it up. It's pretty dang cool. All right, guys, I think we got it pretty well centered up and squared up. It looks pretty good. So we are going to solder that bad boy up. It looks like it's, with my good eye, it's a little leaning to the right there with my good eye, but I just don't know how to. Oh, now we're leaning to the left. Guys, well, we're going to put that good eye on it, and that's going to look pretty uniform for me, guys. I mean, putting my good eye on it, that's pretty square right there, so it was leaning a little to the right once I did put the good eye on it, but now that we got that level good eye on it, yeah, we're good. We're going to solder it up right there, and hopefully it don't move on us, and we'll see what happens. Here we go. Let's solder it up together. Y'all hang tight. It's starting to heat up real nice, but it's not ready to solder yet, guys. Maybe I got enough solder on everything that it'll just solder itself together without even putting any. Here we go. Now we're starting to get some good color. Turntable, boom, here we go. Let's get some heat on it. All right, guys, we are soldered up nice. Let's just manipulate that solder a little bit with the heat, make sure we're all the way around that ring real nice. Oh yeah, I see it boiling out on the side right there. Here we go, we're good. All right, guys, we're gonna let that cool just a minute and let it set up nice solid, and we're gonna quench it, pickle it, clean it up, and set the stone, and we'll have final in just a few minutes. Here we go, y'all hang tight. All right, guys, we have got the red eye ring finished. It is a beautiful ring. I am very, very pleased with this ring. We made this band 65 millimeters. I have got my ring fingers and my pinkies with the thickness of the rings around a 1 millimeter thickness. I know I need to be around 66 on my ring finger and 65 for a pinky. So, guys, I definitely got that down to a science, and we are continuing improving our quality and craftsmanship. And then, speaking of quality and craftsmanship today, I'm definitely going to grade this a C+. If I were able to get this ring polished and cleaned up real nice, it would definitely hit the B's today. I am very, very pleased with the outcome of this ring. Everything went together nicely. The solders, when I soldered the 3 bands together, it just went very nice and not too many complications whatsoever. And yeah, guys, this ring went really, really well today, and I'm very pleased, especially the way I'm feeling. I didn't have to put too much effort in it. It was a very nice, simple, elegant, and magical ring, guys. This is a very magical ring. Everything I provide, it's full of energy, guys. You just don't understand the energy and the happiness and joy that I put into this craftsmanship and this work. Even though it's not very good at this time and it's not sellable and not many people would want to buy it, the love and joy and happiness and excitement and all the high vibrational, magical energy that goes into making each one of these jewels is just, it's spectacular, guys. And I'm glad to get to share this stuff with y'all, and I'm glad for those of you that make it this far, and it's very pleasing. It's very nice, guys. So that's all I got for today, guys. I'm gonna get in here, cut this video, make it, and send it to you. I hope y'all enjoy your day. I got to get me a nap and get rid of this whatever's happening. So, guys, like always, I'm gonna leave you with a huge energy ball full of energy, full of love, full of joy, and full of connectedness. Coming at you. All right, guys, catch that if you can. If you can, it's going to knock you on your tail end because it's full of it, guys. It's got lots of power behind it, guys. So brace yourselves when catching that one, boys. All right, guys, y'all take care. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank you.